Skin tent. Got hair tent.
The tent itself that you're in at the moment is made of animal hair. In fact, it's goat hair, black goat hair. Can you smell the aroma? Mm-hmm. That's the type of smell that would have been around as you were living in your tent in the ancient world. The goat hair was an amazing product to be using because on a day like today, if it did rain in the desert, the goat hair would have expanded and all the holes that you can see in the tent would have closed up and the rain would have just run off the sides of it. So very versatile. During the day when it was nice and fine and the sun was out and it got hot, it would shrink again and you would end up with holes in the top of the tent. So the air could come in and it would circulate around and you would end up with a nice fresh tent. It wouldn't end up being stuffy and hot. So you can see that it was quite practical and versatile. The back of the tent would have been rolled up on a nice fine day so the air could come right through as well. Notice too that the tent is made of strips of goat hair. Would have been made in really long strips and then sewed together. Again, that was the stuff that the women would be doing. They would have their long looms on the ground. They would have woven their fabric together, stitched it all together. So they made the tents, they put the tents up, they moved the tents. And they would have also made other furnishings like the various mats and things you can see around them in that tent over there. Across the middle of the tent, they would have mostly, sometimes, but probably more often than not, had a dividing curtain. And this dividing curtain separated two sections of the tent. This side would have been for the ladies, this side would have been for the men. And the ladies' side, you would have had a number of things. What type of things might have been on the ladies' side? Children would have been on the ladies' side until they reached maturity, around the age of 13, in which case they would have been, males would have moved into this side of the tent and a lot of the young 13-year-old girls would have been married and moved off to another society, another shepherd place or city or whatever. So Sarah, the Bible describes Sarah standing behind the curtain, which would have divided this, laughing. And as a result, when Isaac, the offspring of Abraham and Sarah, was born...
Butter churn.
Did you say that?
No, he didn't mention.